Buffalo Bills.
Set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw right away. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll make sure he's touched down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Bills.
From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bills at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Allen now looks to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Here's Allen. That's caught. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
20, TX. 21G, 21G.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Allen. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
They'll run, Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
To throw, it's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Bills.
And again, it's Allen. And this is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Allen going to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
To the air, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man right side is Sharp. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 54 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Allen setting up the screen for Cook. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves up.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Tua. Short throw to be caught by Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. On play action, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Allen.
The right side here caught by Kincaid.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches...
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Shakir hauls it in. And marked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Allen going to run with it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kenneth Grant in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3.